The greatest lie you were ever told is that women want a man who chases them. Think about it. Every movie, every song, every piece of advice from your mother or your female friends.
They all tell you the same thing. Be attentive. Be nice. Show her how much you care.
And they wonder why you're single. The truth is, women don't want to be caught. They want to be the ones hunting. They want to be the ones who finally win the attention of the man who behaves as if he doesn't even know they're in the room. You've been playing the role of the beggar. You've been standing there with your hands out, hoping for a scrap of validation, a smile, a text back. And you're offended that she doesn't respect you? No woman can respect a man she can predict perfectly. And right now, you are the most predictable thing in her life. You're sitting in your room right now, probably alone. You have a specific situation in your head. One person, one conversation, one moment where you tried so hard to be the interesting version of yourself, and you watched her eyes glaze over in real time. Anyway, it's not because you're boring. It's because you're suppressing. You think if you just find the right words or the right persona, she'll finally see your value. That's a lie. The dating culture has sold you this exact script. They've convinced you that you need to perform to be chosen. They want you to believe that a man's value is something he has to explain and prove. And you've fallen for it. You've become a performance artist, a man who behaves like he's auditioning for a role in his own life. And actually, look at the men who actually win. You see them from the sidelines every single weekend. They aren't trying to be interesting. They aren't asking for permission. They are simply occupying space. But you think you need better look or a better car first. Yeah, bro, definitely wait. Wait until you're 30. Wait until you're 40. Keep watching the top men scrape all the women you ever wanted while you sit there, aging. Visualize and imagine it for a second. You're 45. You're still scrolling. You're still watching these videos. And you realize that you spent your prime biological window being a background character because you were too terrified to just be. That is the cost of your current version. A slow, quiet death of your potential. And it's happening right now. Anyway, I used to be just like that. I remember standing in the middle of a crowded bar, literally rehearsing what I was going to say next. I was trying to be the man. I was trying to be exciting. And I felt like a fraud because I was a fraud. Every interaction felt like work. Every silence felt like a failure. And then, one night, it just broke. I realized that the reason I was failing wasn't because I wasn't quote-unquote good enough. It was because I was too attached to her being quote-unquote the prize. The shift happens the moment you realize that permission is a ghost. You've been standing in a cage with the door wide open, waiting for a guard who doesn't exist to tell you it's okay to walk out. You've been waiting for a certificate of authenticity from a woman who is just as confused as you are. It is pathetic. It's okay to just exist. It's okay to stop performing. Here is your cold, hard truth. Permission is never coming. Nobody is going to tap you on the shoulder and tell you that you're finally ready to be yourself. You've been the one holding the keys. You've been the one locking yourself in. Once you stop asking for permission, the power dynamic flips instantly. Women can sense it They can smell the desperation of a man who needs them to validate his existence. And they can also sense the gravitational pull of a man who is his own source of worth. I want you to do something right now. Don't wait, don't think, just do it. Put your phone face down. Take a deep, slow breath. Notice that you are still here. You are still a man. You didn't need a single text, a single like, or a single smile from a woman to feel that breath in your lungs. That is the foundation of your agency. Everything else is just noise. Anyway, I'll be honest with you. Even now, I still catch myself. I'll be in a social situation and I'll feel that old beggar mindset trying to crawl back in. I'll find myself trying to be quote-unquote funny or quote-unquote charming just to secure a reaction. It happens to the best of us, bro. But keep in mind, this isn't about becoming some egotistical prick. It's about having the agency to only move when it's actually the right time for you, not because you're thirsty for her attention. But the difference is, I notice it now, I catch the parasite before it takes hold. And I want you to know it's okay that you've been a placeholder until now. You were operating on years of bad conditioning. But today, that blindness is gone. You have the truth now. You know that you are the prize. Yeah, just like that. You're ready. I want you to feel the weight of this truth. You aren't unlucky. You were just misaligned. From this second on, you don't chase. You occupy. You don't beg. You command. If you're ready to leave the invisible version of yourself in the past, and you're ready to join a brotherhood of men who are actually doing the work, then you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel. Join the tribe. I'll see you in the next one.